Welcome to Somerset Showcase. Today we are here with someone who has a very important job in town. He is our new veterans agent, Joshua Rancourt. So welcome, Joshua.
Hi, well, thank you for having me.
How's your first few weeks on the job going?
It's been going pretty well. Everybody's been very helpful. Met a lot of interesting people. The people that just randomly walk into the office, those are the ones that you get the good stories from. It's been a very challenging and good learning experience so far for the first couple weeks. It's only been 2 weeks, but I feel like I've learned a lot very quickly, and it's been good.
Well, tell me what your responsibilities are as the veterans agent.
So, as a veteran service officer, primarily the job is to help veterans apply for benefits, whether they're federal or state benefits. We're typically in charge of ensuring that the flags are in the correct positions around town. We're responsible for Veterans Day affairs. I typically attend the Veterans Advisory Board meetings and Memorial Day parade. We also help out there as well. So we have a lot of different responsibilities in this office. More than I actually thought when I accepted the position, which is fine. I like it. I like it a lot. So it's been very good.
Well, based on your background, it sounds like you can handle it. To me, can you tell me a little bit about your experience? Because I know that in order to take this job, you have to be a veteran. So can you tell me a little bit about your experience?
So as far as being a veteran, I was in the U.S. Army for just under 8 years. I was medically retired at just under 8 years due to an injury that I sustained being airborne. So I used to jump out of airplanes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I ended up compressing 2 discs in my back, and I could no longer do it. But I stuck it out for about another 5 years after the injury. After I got out of the military, I joined right at 17 as well. So after I got out of the military, I started over at Hornet Millwork, loading trucks, and I moved into the shop. And then I ended up leaving, went to college, got my education using my GI Bill. And then I went back to Hornet Millwork in the sales office and the commercial department. And I was doing estimating and project management there. And then I came across this position again, so I applied for it.
Can you tell me a little bit about jumping out of airplanes? That sounds pretty interesting.
So, yeah, I can. It's so typical airborne operations are anywhere from 1,200 to 500 feet, and it's usually in a C-130 or C-5. Sometimes you get to jump out of like a Black Hawk or a Chinook, and it's very exciting and it's fun, but it's also dangerous. It's typically not what people see in movies where you're like, oh, the guy jumped out of an airplane and he floats down safely to the ground and he lands on his feet. It's not what it is at all. You fall. It's designed to get you to the ground as quick as possible safely. Okay. You don't land on your feet. You roll. So, wow. Yeah, and you can either be with equipment or without equipment. Okay. Yeah, so.
Now, what was the purpose of that? What were you training for?
So, airborne operations, they haven't really been used since like World War II, but it's a good way to get a lot of people into an area very quickly. And an airplane can hold about 150 people. You can get 150 people into one singular area very quickly versus constantly driving. Driving vehicles, dropping. It's just much more efficient.
Well, where did you serve?
So I started my career off at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. I then transferred up to West Point. I was a military police officer the entire military career, and then I finished at Fort Stewart, Georgia / Hunter Army Airfield.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you do as a military police officer?
It's very similar to like your regular police officer. So you patrol the base, or you do access control onto the base. you still pull people over, you still can write tickets, you make arrests, respond to emergency calls. So if somebody's having a heart attack and police can get there before an ambulance, we're responsible for that too. So a lot of responsibility there as well.
Why did you decide to go into the military? Why did you want to do that?
So both sides of my family have military. Both my grandfathers were in the military. One of my uncles on each side were in the military. One of my great grandfathers was in the military. So it's kind of like a lineage thing as well. So I got to choose pretty much between Army and Navy, and not big on boats, so I chose Army.
Where did they serve in it? Are they veterans of certain wars? Or?
My great grandfather was in World War II. He was in the Pacific, and then both my grandfathers were right after Korea, and then both my uncles were right after Vietnam. So, yeah.
So as far as the veteran service officer goes, what are the most important issues for veterans that you're dealing with right now?
A lot of it's medical related. Getting people the care that they need. That's really the main priority there. So whether it's younger veterans coming in or older veterans coming in, helping them file claims for VA disability, helping them as far as federal wise, VA claims for disability, helping them VA home loans, getting them set up to enroll in college for any age of veteran, and then state-wise, finally helping them file for Chapter 115 benefits, which are essentially financial assistance for not just older veterans, but younger veterans too. It's more so, let's say, for low-income households. So it can help from rent assistance, or it can help expedite medical costs, co-pays, prescriptions. So we see a variety of things.
Do you enjoy meeting the veterans from the different eras?
I do, actually. Yeah, it's interesting because they all have different perspectives, and it's some are like gung ho military, like love every single second of it, and then you have your ones that are like, yep, I served, I did my part, and I just want to live my life at this point, Yeah.
So, what do you like to do outside of work? What are your interests?
I spend time with my wife. We don't have any kids yet, so we still have free time at the moment. But I golf with my friends. I exercise regularly. Sometimes on the weekends I'll go over to my dad's and take his motorcycle out, and normal things.
And you're a graduate of Somerset Berkeley Regional High School.
Yes, I am, but it was before it became regionalized. So it was just Somerset High School at that time.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you do anything there? Were you involved in sports or music or anything like that?
So I was actually. I played football my freshman year, but I wasn't a very big kid, so I kind of gave that up quickly. And then I was on the wrestling team for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Wrestled varsity and JV primarily.
Yeah, they had some good wrestling teams there.
Yeah, I was under when Nick Peachy was there.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
There's some good practices. That actually gave me a very good foundation for when I joined the military.
Yeah, that wrestling is discipline, right?
Very much so.
You got to keep it the same weight. And you have any new ideas that you want to bring to the veteran services? Or?
I guess so. We do. Right now we're just trying to I'm still trying to understand the processes and everything. So I wanted essentially streamline the process to make it easier for people to come in. They can walk out with a piece of paper that they need to fill out, and they can bring that back with the supporting documentation, and we can get them access to benefits quicker. That's really what I want to do.
Okay, those are all my questions. Is there anything else you would like to add?
We really want to do more outreach. We want to reach the people that need these benefits, and it's not necessarily just for veterans. If there's spouses out there where they have a veteran pass and they need benefits and they find themselves in a hard financial spot, those are the other people that we can help. We can help spouses, we can help dependents, we can help. We have the ability to do that, and it's hard because I feel like most people don't know about Chapter 115, and it's a very good program to help.
And they've talked a lot in the past about trying to get younger veterans more involved.
Yeah, so
is that one of the groups you're trying to?
I think so. Yeah, we're gonna try and reach out and try and get some more people around maybe my age to maybe start joining the VFW, start joining the American Legion, maybe the Marine Corps League. We want younger people to join these organizations as well. So that's also part of the job is, managing the different organizations and getting with them to help provide outreach as well.
Yeah, and you have some good people involved with those organizations.
We do, yeah.
Like you have George Andes.
Yep, George's been great.
And you got Steve Souza at the American Legion, and Dave Aubrey at the VFW.
Correct,
and, and AMVETS with Wayne Medeiros over there.
Yeah, everybody's been very, very helpful, very nice. They're all just, they're all excited to have somebody that, wants to be in this position and, is willing to go that extra step to get people to actually, come take advantage of the benefits that are there for them.
Okay, well, thank you for coming in.
No, very welcome. Thank you for having me.
And we'll be seeing you
at
the town hall, where you can find Joshua on the second floor of the town office building in the Veteran Service office. And thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time on Somerset Showcase.